Why do you hate me for loving you? That's a question that I've always asked myself throughout a lot of my lifetime. There are times where I've had partners where I was punished for loving them. I was made a fool. I was turned into an example. And the only thing I could question was, why me? Why the one person who showed you consistency? The one person who constantly showed up for you, that always made sure if you were going to sleep after an argument, you were gonna go to sleep and know that you were cared for. You matter. You mean something to me. And that's the person you decide to do the worst. I never understood it for a long time, and even at the age of 20, I can't sit here and play pretend I still don't fully get it. Throughout my life and my relationships, a lot of times I ended up hearing similar sentences that went something like this: You were never the problem. It was never anything you did. None of this is your fault, etc. Things along those lines, things of that nature. And sure, on the surface, it might seem good to have that clarity of like, oh, there was nothing I could do, it wasn't my fault. But at the same time, it feels earth shattering because it's like, if I did nothing wrong, all you've shown is that you revel in chaos. You don't want stability, you don't want function, you don't want a good, healthy person or a relationship. You just want chaos. And I think that was a sad reality to have to accept. A lot of people revel in chaos. They want chaos. They want those questionable moments. They want to sometimes go to sleep with their heart in their stomach wondering, what do I mean to him? Because every time I have shown a person that there is no competition, you're not even in first place. There was never a race to begin with. It's just me and you. It's just us. Every single girl, when they truly realized and understood that, like, it really is just us. The amount of times I got played, the amount of times I got humiliated, it started to build up. It started to scar me in a way. It felt like I was raised to cater to and take care of a woman who no longer exists, essentially. And that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like I'm supposed to love a person who doesn't exist. I find it very, very interesting how some of the same people who will repost things on their TikTok like, I want a man who does this, a man who does that. I was that man. Every time I was that man that they post about. The flowers, the gift baskets, etc. That was who I was because that's how I was raised to be. If I'm dating someone for a minute, don't be a stranger. Introduce yourself to her parents. Let them know who's taking care of their daughter. Let them know who she spends her time with. And I was always punished for it. I was always punished for loving someone. I was always punished because someone's mentally ill daughter truly and wholeheartedly believes that no one will ever love them. So the one person who does love them, I don't want your damn money. I don't want your body. I just want your time. I want your attention. I want your energy. Let's go to the pond together. Let's skip some rocks. If you're really that mad at me, don't block me. Tell me what's got you so upset. Tell me what's got you so heated. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to take accountability. Sometimes when you text people, messages could very easily get misinterpreted and taken a certain way, which is exactly why during serious or tense moments, I prefer to either talk over the phone or just in person. And if I have something going on, I will just straight up say, hey, I have a lot going on. I do want to take the time to give you the time that you deserve. And I feel like this is too serious. For right now, I have too much going on. Like, can we talk about this at a later time or a later date? You see how easy it was to say that? Imagine how long it would have took to text something like that. Any one of those phrases I said, imagine how long it would have took just to text that. Hey, I have a lot going on, but I understand the severity of what you're saying and I want to give you the time you properly deserve. Would it be okay if we talked later today, later tonight, or early next morning. And I got punished for communicating. I got punished for telling someone, I hear you, but I don't feel like I could give you the time you deserve right at this moment. But I do want you to know, I do want us to revisit this conversation or this topic. I want to give you that proper care and attention that you need. And I was still the man who got ghosted. I was still the man who got left high and dry. I have one of my favorite stories that someone did to me. This one, how does a man recover from this, right? I was talking to a girl who, she used to date a guy who would put hands on her. Now, from her accounts, she never got punched, she only got pushed. But she got pushed so hard that she was full body on the ground. And this happened multiple times. She allowed it. She stayed with it. But when I was talking to this girl, when I respected her boundaries, when I showed her the time, the commitment, the love and care, etc., when I was that man that these girls keep posting about and reposting in them TikToks, you know what this girl did? She ghosted me. I want you to understand. She was willing to put up with the man who put hands on her, and not the man who truly seen her as a human being and truly understood her. I could reveal so many messages and air out so many people, but I'm not gonna do that, because that's petty. I don't want to prove a point to anybody. I just want to know the same question that I asked at the beginning of this video. Why am I punished for loving you? Why am I punished for believing in you? Why am I punished because I see you as a human being?